My family is hurting. We're suffering from this. We're trying to understand how this could happen. I'm told that the Anaheim Police Department has begun their investigation of this instance. I was told that there was a single officer who was in pursuit of 4 juveniles who were apparently running and jumping fences, and apparently ran through Julian's backyard and created a commotion that attracted him outside. This individual officer, the way it was explained to me, he was running on foot. He turned a corner, saw Julian standing on his lawn, and fired his weapon at Julian. There's no indication that any warning was given. There's no information about describing the suspects that this officer was chasing. I don't know how much time actually transpired, if the officer said anything to Julian before he shot him. Julian's young sister-in-law, Julian fell right outside of the bedroom window where his sister-in-law lives. She describes for me an incident where as Julian was laying on the ground bleeding, that this officer handcuffed Julian behind him, and Julian turned up and looked at her in the window, and that was the last sight that she saw of her brother-in-law. Apparently, not long after that, they realized the gravity of his injury. They took him to the hospital. They took him to UC Irvine Emergency Medical Center. But unfortunately, there was no communication with the family. The family waited at least 3 hours before they were notified about Julian's fate. This was, I believe, caused extra pain to Julian's wife, his mother, his mother-in-law, all the family that has been there to support him and to know him and to love him.
He's very respectful. So I know if the police officer came up and talked to him that he was respectful. If somebody yells at him or something like that, and authority or something like that, he will get quiet and clam up. He's not that kind of a kid that will kind of lash out at you. So I was really surprised at the whole situation. I don't understand this whole thing. You know, you're supposed to protect people. You know, you're supposed to help them out. Somebody comes out of their house, you know, you can ask him questions. I mean, he had a broomstick in his hand, and all you have to do, you know, if he's a threat, you can take him down. You don't have to shoot him in the chest, or you shoot him in the arm or whatever. But this whole thing is absurd. It's crazy. I mean, these guys need to investigate the whole department if this is how they handle things. And if one person can't work by himself, they need to get more people together and work in couples or something like that as a group. I mean, it's mistaken identity, but that doesn't bring my son back.